Hi, my name is Tyresha, and I am truly honored and humbled to be able to come to you guys tonight to give you some words of encouragement. I heard really great things about you, and I want to share some things about myself with you as well. Again, my name is Tyresha, and I'm the daughter of Miss Angie, that lady over there. Or maybe she's over there. Maybe she's back there. Wherever she is, I am the daughter of Miss Angie, and I am truly, truly honored and happy to be able to introduce myself to you, and hopefully one day you guys can introduce yourself to me as well. But just to tell you a little bit about myself, I'm 40 years old, 41 years old. And I'm proud to say that because through my 41 years, it has been quite a struggle, but I have had the ability to overcome it just like you can. Throughout these 41 years or so, even from a child, I would definitely wish that I was somewhere else, wish my family was different, wish everything was different. About who I was and where I was, because I just wasn't very confident about who I was as a child, and even going into my adulthood life. It was an extreme struggle. I went through suicidal thoughts. I attempted suicide with going to bed with a gun under my pillow at one point in my life. I used to go in the closet as a little girl and cut people and cars and houses out of magazines and create a whole new life for myself just to get outside of my own reality. Not only that, I was a victim of molestation twice at 9 years old. And I also went through many, many struggles, even in my adulthood life, as I stated before, where I was often, not able to have a stable home, not able to have money all the time. I even went out and tried to do illegal things on the street just to survive and make it. That's who I was. But through all those predicaments in life, it taught me something. It taught me how to be self-sufficient and how to be most successful with my future. But it all started with me changing my thoughts about myself, of who I am, where I am, and who and where I'm about to become. And those are the things that I did to change my circumstances. It starts with your thought process. So through all of that chaos that I went through in my life, I decided to make a turn in my life at the age of 30. And I left home, I moved to South Florida, okay? And I was determined to make a difference in my life. And I did that by enrolling into college. My first year in college, I understood and I knew exactly why I made those horrible decisions in my life, because I didn't necessarily have the education that I needed to be able to make better choices in my life, to become the successful person that I am today. I didn't pay attention in class. I wasn't listening to my teachers. I felt that I knew it all. My parents couldn't tell me anything. Nobody could tell me anything, because all I wanted to do was be popular and make sure that all my friends and family, friends in school, liked me and they were my friends. But that was not the route that I wanted to take, because being that type of person had me with a closed mind to I didn't want to listen to anybody. And I didn't want to, because I felt like people didn't know my story. They didn't know my pain. People didn't know that I was raped. People didn't know that I went through that frustration. So a lot of times when we go through these things in our lives and we don't talk about it, we don't share, those emotions will resonate inside of you, and it will cause you to make very difficult decisions even in your adulthood life. So as you're growing and you're getting older, you're listening to me, you listen to all kind of people, you come into all these different types of events to put some food for thought in your mindset. This one is going to be a little bit different, because I want you to know how powerful you really are. No matter your circumstances, write this down. I want you to always remember this. The people that struggle the most have the ability to be most successful. Write that down. The people that struggle the most has the ability to be most successful. When I was about your age and about to graduate high school, 1993, Rutherford High School, go Rams! Whoop, whoop. Yes, I graduated from Rams. I bet you didn't know that. But now you know. Yes, I graduated from Rutherford High School right there in Panama City with you. And at that time, my mother couldn't afford to put me through all those, the prom and the senior outing, and she couldn't afford that. So right there at that moment, I took responsibility in my own hands and I created a way for myself. I got my first job at Black Angus, and then I got my second job at Wendy's right there, the road that I don't know the name of the road before you as you're going to the beach. That's where I used to work. And I paid my own way. I created a life for myself. And I say that to say this to you. Whatever it is that you're going through, it is building a success story for you. Your circumstances that you're dealing with right now is not your forever. It's not the rest of your life. It's just the transition and the things that you go through that helps you to build on the power that you were born with. When you were born, God gave you a gift. He knew exactly what it is that he wanted you to do on this earth. Now, what you're doing right now is you're figuring out how to make those things happen. But a lot of times we have to go through some frustrating situations in order for us to really understand and appreciate the success stories that comes our way. You also have to make sure that you become self-sufficient. Don't always depend on somebody to tell you what to do and how to do it. What's most important about your generation is that you have the World Wide Web. You have Google is your friend. If you want to learn how to open your own business, Google it or read a book. If you want to know how to find your job, Google it, read a book, find out interview questions. Whatever it is that you need to know, you have the resources right on your phone at your fingertip to find the details to put you on the right track. So there's no more excuses as, oh, I'm like this because these people. No, be like this because you decided that you are going to be the one that make the decisions for yourself. You have to come into a state of knowing that you are the best, knowing that you are powerful, knowing that if there's any problem or lack of resources right there in Panama City where you live at, then you are the one that's going to provide the answer. You are the ones that will be able to create a new city for yourself. But you going through the frustrations that you're going to today is building those passions that you will encounter in the future. And the very fact that you're listening to these words, what I'm doing is sowing a seed. You may not even understand what I'm saying to you right now, or even know how to gravitate the information. But it is a seed being sown in your unconscious mindset, and you will come back to it. So now when you have to drop a tear, or you're depressed, or somebody bullied you in school, or your mom or your dad didn't give you the things that you wanted, you are creating a way, a pathway in your mindset of what you're going to do to make sure that your future will be infused with great success that you have planned for yourself. Don't ever expect anyone to give it to you. Everything and everybody that will come into your life will come for a reason. Always learn the lesson that you need to learn. Always hear the words that you need to hear. But most importantly, make sure that you always do the action that it will take for it to happen for you. So if there's no lawyers or doctors or counselors or successful business owners in your family, then guess what? You are the first. You are the one. And guess what? You don't even necessarily have to wait till you become an adult. There are many children out here your age. You have the young man that owns the business where he sells bow ties. There are many young ladies out here that owns a business where they sell body products. Whatever it is that you are passionate about and that you enjoy doing, go and have a conversation with your parents or whomever care for you, even Miss Angie, Miss Margaret, Miss Wanda, and let them know what those passions are so we can have someone and something invest in your dreams, because you can become a business owner before you even graduate high school. I didn't know that that was possible until after I became an adult. But I'm honored to have the opportunity to come to you to let you know that there's a secret out here that you need to know. And that secret is everything that you want to be, everything that you dream about, everything that you're passionate about, it can come to pass depending on your belief system, how you believe it for yourself. the actions that you take to make it happen, and being self-sufficient for yourself. So always remember, the people that struggle the most have the ability to be most successful, and that is you, because you have the ability to be most successful because of all the chaos and all the frustrations that you're going through. It's building your journey. It's building your success. So as a Rutherford Ram graduate, lived in Panama City for quite some time, born in Bay Medical, okay? I'm with you. I am you. I live with you, in you, around you. And I want you to know that every tear that you cry is a power that's being built stronger. Every thought that you think will determine your future and will determine the success that you have coming to you. Don't expect anybody to give you nothing, not even your parents. Always expect to do the work that it requires for you to become who it is that you are destined to become, and it will happen. Always know that you are the best. People will treat you, no one, let me back that up and repeat that. No one is going to treat you better than you treat yourself. So always make sure that you are priority for yourself. You always make the right decisions. You always read and research the answers that you need. Never expect for anybody to give you anything, but always have joy with being able to do the work that it requires to make your success a journey, and share it with someone else, so that way someone else can become successful because of you. So thank you for listening to me for these 11 minutes. It is an honor. I hope you guys have a great time today at your event, and hopefully one day I will definitely see you soon. Shalom.